Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome to the channel. Going through my grandfather's pocket knives one by one. And today I have Colonial. This one, it goes by a few names. A lot of people know this as a melon knife. It's also known as a fruit sampler. And may or may not know this, but a lot of companies use this for meat sampling and meat cutting. In this particular case, I know this because it has an advertisement on it. And this advertisement is Bar M Packers down here. And they are meat packers. So you can actually, they're still in business. You can buy their products. I've seen them on Amazon and in the grocery stores and stuff like that. They're actually located in Los Angeles. So that's pretty neat. I do not know the age of this pocket knife. You can't really call it a pocket knife, but this knife, folding knife, I don't know the age of the company either. I haven't gone into that much researching. You know, I've Googled things and stuff like that, but I didn't call the company or anything like that, and it doesn't have an age listed on their site, just an address. So that's pretty neat. I've seen that before. I've had a few of these long, slender knives that I've always thought were, melon testing knives, but I've come across a couple instances like this where it looks like they're used for slicing meat as well, at least for sampling it. It's a big old long knife. I haven't done any cleanup to it or anything like that. This one, the one time I've seen it have serrations on the edge, so that's kind of interesting. Has the old stainless Colonial, Providence, Rhode Island. This is the one and only Colonial type of this that I've come across. And these are always kind of neat and interesting. They have a big old long blade with a pretty decent snap on it, but it's hard to not have a snap like this on it. Plastic, Delrin handles, scales, whatever you want to call them. And it's in decent enough shape. There's scratches and dings on it and stuff like that, but it's not, it's just sort of worn over time. It's not terrible. This might be the last of this style of knife that I have from my grandfather's collection. So I'll tell a story about him. I've told this story before on my channel, so people who have been around since the beginning already know this story. But when I was a young little kid, I was up at my grandfather and grandmother's house and terribly bored, getting into mischief. I stole away with one of these knives. I don't think it was this one. And I was opening it up and throwing it at a tree, trying to stick it into the tree just because I was very young and very bored. And eventually ended up bending the heck out of it, out of the blade. This one's, it's not completely uncentered. Anyways, so I brought it back and owned up to my mistake, told my grandfather. I thought he was going to kill me. I had a lot of stories about my grandfather not being so nice to my father. But he just took it in stride. I went, oh, okay, whatever. And my grandmother sort of berated him into showing me how to fix the bend. So he took me in the garage, used like a plumber's torch, heated up the blade, straightened it out as much as he could, and was dipping it into water to temper it, I guess. And showed me that. And pretty much that was it. And he was done and he put it back. It's a nice memory. You would think it would be kind of a nice time for my grandfather, and he taught me and everything like that. And it is a nice memory I have of him. But I certainly don't want you to think he wanted to do that. He did that because his wife was bugging him to do it. So he showed me when he was done, said, okay, put it back, and then walked off and did whatever he's going to do. So he didn't have to deal with me anymore. So he didn't particularly want to do that. So it wasn't like a nice memory in that way, but it's still a memory because at least he didn't get super mad and angry and kill me or anything like that. So that's my story with my young experience with these long folding knives for you. And it's gonna be, yeah, these are pretty interesting. They still make these. I don't know about Colonial, but they still make these types of knives. I've seen them online. People can buy them and stuff like that. This is how long they are. And they are pretty collectible. They've people like these, and this might be a little bit more collectible because it has the advertisement on it. This is the one and only one I've had that has. I take that back. This is not the one and only. One of two, I believe, that actually had an advertisement on it. So, anyways, it's kind of an interesting knife, and if this is the last one of this kind, yeah, it's a little sad. But life goes on. Fortunately or unfortunately. Anyways, if you're sticking around this long, thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed this story. And I will talk to you on the next one.